I always find it funny when people automatically disregard any Dragon Ball works that aren't written or at least heavily supervised by Akira Toriyama. While the essence of Dragon Ball is that intangible aspect that only Toriyama can truly deliver, I think one of the greatest moments in Dragon Ball history, featuring one of the most iconic villains in all of fiction, comes from a TV special that wasn't written by Toriyama. Dragon Ball Z, A Lonesome Final Battle, the father of Z-Warrior Son Goku who challenged Freeza, was an hour-long TV special that originally aired in Japan on October 17, 1990. Unlike many of the non-canon movies that came before it, Toriyama had very little involvement in the production of this special. Instead, series veteran Katsuyoshi Nakatsuru was tasked with creating the designs for Bardock and his crew, and Takao Koyama wrote the story. In the end, Toriyama had less to do with the TV special than most other non-manga Dragon Ball productions, so this time around, he got to enjoy it more as a fan than as a creator. And in the end, Toriyama loved it. He loved the entire TV special. In fact, he loved it so much that he decided to actually incorporate it into the Dragon Ball manga itself, as you can see right here in chapter 307. On April 10th, 1991, episode 86 of DBZ aired in Japan, and Frieza's flashback contained footage directly from the Bardock special. Toriyama would give his thoughts on the TV special in Daizenshuu 6 in 1995, explaining, "I really like the story of Bardock, Goku's father. It's quite dramatic, and the kind of story I absolutely wouldn't draw if it were me. It was like watching a different kind of Dragon Ball in a good way, so I thought it was nice." In 2011, he commented again on the special, saying, "When I saw the finished episode, I remember feeling a good bit of admiration. With my works, I prefer light-hearted fare, so I have a tendency to avoid serious material. Even if I had written about the same past, it would have become lighter in tone by far. Thanks to this, I felt as though even Dragon Ball had been given a little bit more depth." Now, why am I telling you all this? Because I think Toriyama is spot on here with this quote. By giving others the freedom to have a different take on the story and the universe of Dragon Ball, we end up with this Bardock TV special, a quintessential entry into the lore of Dragon Ball. I mean, it was so great that Toriyama took it and just straight up made it canon. But to me, there's one character that benefits the most from having the gloves taken off. There's one character in Dragon Ball that shines when someone who isn't Toriyama, someone who isn't so lighthearted, gets a stab at him. And of course, I'm talking about Freeza-sama. The TV special concludes with Bardock having seen a vision of the dark future in store for his planet and race, taking it upon himself to stop Freeza. And what follows is probably the most important single event in the entire lore of Dragon Ball. Freeza destroys planet Vegeta, wiping out nearly every living Saiyan with it. The explosion scene itself is chilling to the core. As millions are killed by his very fingertip, Frieza laughs hysterically. This is Ryusei Nakao's finest moment as the character. He jokes about the pretty fireworks and just how wonderful it all is. We then get this perfect shot of Dodoria and Zarbon, Frieza's two most loyal servants, completely shaken and appalled by what they're seeing. Even they can't believe it, and their faces say it all. Like, we're evil and all, but that's a little too far, Lord Frieza. That's kinda fucked up. He just slaughtered millions of his own slaves who traversed the universe as part of the mighty Frieza army, and had the time of his life doing it. This scene is everything that the Frieza character stands for in a nutshell, and proof that Toriyama is not the be-all end-all of Dragon Ball. It's proof that other talented individuals can write and produce an incredible, memorable moment in the universe's lore. It's incredibly dark, probably the darkest single scene in all of Dragon Ball when you contrast the act taking place and Frieza's reaction of pure, orgasmic joy. But you know what? I think one of these days that Frieza is gonna get what's coming to him.
これで全てが変わる。この惑星ベジータの運命。この俺の運命。カカロットの運命。そして貴様の運命も。
素晴らしい。ほら見てごらんなさい。ザーボンさん、ドドリアさん、こんな美しい花火ですよ。
カカロットよ、この俺の意志を告げ。サイヤ人の惑星ベジータの仇をお前が撃つんだ。